Welcome back, everybody. In the last one, we were talking a little bit about our classic plastic Army Men toys. Last time we focused on the scenery, kind of the sets, whatnot that goes behind it. This time, I'd like to talk about some of your plastic Army Men themselves and some of your classic poses. One of the things I like about this set is it actually takes a little different look at some of the poses. One of the things here, we have our classic rifleman, guy with the rifle in action. A lot of sets you'll see a guy kind of standing there shooting as well as a guy kneeling. This one only has one pose of your classic rifleman in not a prone position, but gives him in kind of an action stance. He's leaning forward. He could be, advancing, charging into action, or leaning up against the wall. Taking, using that to support his aim. So I'm a fan of this guy. I like him. I think he's a good addition. Another slightly different take is the Bazooka Man. That is a fairly standard little plastic Army Man, but usually the Bazooka Man is shown in a kneeling position. Again, it's very similar to the rifleman. It shows him in a standing position, leaning forward, aggressive. He's coming forward. Maybe he's advancing. Maybe he's steadying his aim against a wall or something like that. So I'm a fan of that guy. Now, often maligned here. You get kind of the guy who makes a good casualty. Laying down on the battlefield, but it's the guy getting ready to throw a grenade. Now, I actually don't have a problem with this. It's very aggressive. He could be used. He's charging a bunker or something. He's in close action with the enemy throwing the grenade. The important thing I think with this is a good balance. You want a few of these guys, but not too many of them. Another slightly different take on a classic pose. Your flamethrower troop. Very similar to your standard flamethrower, but this guy is kneeling, where normally they're standing. Again, I don't really mind kneeling or standing, but it's kind of nice to have a different pose that you can mix in with all your standing up flamethrower troops. This one is a straight classic mortarman here. Getting ready to launch one. You see another one in his hand. Little light mortar. I like these guys. They're not quite as... you can't really put them in the thick of the action. There's someone that kind of sits back behind. I'm a big fan of them, but again, like the Grenadier, something you want a few of, but not too many. Similar type guy is here, the classic Radioman. Can be used calling in some positions, sighting some artillery, calling in airstrikes. Again, this is a guy I'm a fan of. I think he's an integral part, someone you need. But the key is to have a few of them, but not too many. Now, our prone soldiers. We have two different poses. The standard classic guy doing the low crawl here. And the prone rifleman taking aim, ready to shoot. This guy is actually a troop that I do not have much need for. Not a fan. Okay, great. He's crawling. But once he gets somewhere, he's not in any sort of pose to actually do anything. So this guy, I can pass. Don't need him. Big fan of this guy. Prone is your best position to shoot. It's the most stable, gives you the best aim, and depending on where you go, it's the easiest guy to place. He's never fallen down or leaning. Always easy to put there. Here we go. Got the guy with the rifle and the binoculars. I like this guy. Good, plays the officers in mind, if you will. He's got his binoculars. He was just directing people, telling them where to go, and he pulls out his pistol. He's ready to burst into action. Officers right here. I like a good number of these mixed into thrown into the mix there. And the light machine gunner. That's the last gentleman here in this particular set of Toy Army Soldiers. I'm a fan. I like it. A very, very well set up, easy to place. Goes great behind some sandbags. Nice defensive position, ready to engage the enemy. Now again, as a machine gun, you wouldn't want your whole army made up of these guys. It just wouldn't seem right. But I like a solid number of these. A lot of fun to play with, good action. Well, thanks for tuning in, and next time we'll be talking a little bit about the vehicles.